This is the final resting place of Lance Corporal Justin Darren Sims. Justin was born in Covington, November the 5th, 1983, to Alma Luster Jones and Beachy Sims. He grew up on Boone Street in the Peaselburg neighborhood. As a child growing up, Justin wanted nothing more to be a Marine. There are stories of him marching up and down the street with his mother's broom handle pretending to be a soldier. He became a member of the ROTC at Holmes High School, graduating in 2003. He soon realized his dream of being a Marine when he enlisted shortly thereafter. He married Leah Matt in December of 2004, just before he was deployed to Iraq on his first tour of duty. He was assigned to the 3rd Battalion, 8th Marine Regiment, 2nd Marine Division, 2 Marine Expeditionary Force out of Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. Justin was remembered by his fellow Marines as someone who loved to sing and dance, had a great sense of humor, and always tried to keep everybody's spirits up while they were out in the field. Justin died April 15, 2006 at the age of 22 in Ramadi in the Anbar province of Iraq. He was riding in the gun turret of his Humvee and he was hit by a rocket-propelled grenade that killed him instantly. His commander, the Humvee driver, and the interpreter that were all with him survived the attack. He was on his 2nd tour of duty when he was killed. On the 4th of July in 2006, the park at 16th and Euclid Street, which is a short distance from his boyhood home, was dedicated to him and renamed the Justin D. Sims Memorial Park. Justin is the 23rd serviceman to die from this area, the 40th from the Commonwealth, in Operation Iraqi Freedom. And at this moment, I'd like to ask if we could all pause for just a moment and think about the servicemen and women that have given their lives for our cause.
The stone of Edward Anthony Caney. Now, Edward Caney was born on March 31st, 1899 to Joseph and Catherine Caney, second-generation German-Americans. At the tender age of 18, in April of 1917, Edward joined the U.S. Marine Corps to defend freedom from German aggression. After training, after Marine Corps training, Edward was assigned to the 74th Company of the 6th Marine Regiment. Shortly after training was completed and his assignment to the regiment shipped out for France. They arrived in Saint Nazaire in October of 1917, working in the Saint Nazaire area, improving defenses, construction work, guard duty. It wasn't until January of 1918 that the Marines of the 74th Company were shipped to the front at the time. They were shipped to the Verdun sector and given a literally crash course in trench warfare. They were literally put into the trenches for 10 days to get them acclimated to what it was like in fighting trench warfare. After those 10 days, Edward and the rest of the 74th Company were removed to a rear safe area. Now, I use the word safe loosely because while in this safe area, the men of the 74th Company were subjected to a surprise German gas bombardment. They thought they were far enough back behind the lines that it wasn't a problem. They didn't have their gas gear nearby in most cases. It took them completely by surprise. 38 men of the company died, and virtually all the rest, including Edward, were hospitalized. Now, the records don't indicate what sort of gas, but it was most likely, by that point, chlorine or mustard, which can have significant impact on your health, regardless. Edward spent about a month in the hospital before he was able to rejoin what was left of his company, which was then reunited with the rest of his regiment, which had been moved forward in anticipation of a massive offensive against the German lines. The 6th Marine Regiment, which they were attached to, was part of the 2nd American Division, which had been placed under the command of the 4th French Army. They were to clear the Blancmont Ridge, in the Champagne region, removing German defenses from that area. On the first day of the assault, October 3rd, 1918, Edward Caney was severely wounded. On the opening day of the battle, critically wounded, taken to a hospital behind the lines. In that hospital, he would linger on for 4 days before succumbing to his wounds. Edward never knew that the opening day of that battle, in which he was mortally wounded, was the first day of the successful campaign that came to be known as the Meuse-Argonne campaign, which was instrumental in pushing the German lines back literally dozens of miles, more progress than had been made in the last year, opening the way to negotiations with Germany and the armistice that ended the First World War.